not really.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shut your door and clean then.
Fine.
You don't need me.
Incredibly rude. Just kidding. What's up, kid? Good morning. You're gonna go pan gold at the river? Interesting. Gonna be colder than fuck, though. I guess with gold being $5,000 an ounce, you better go find some. I was thinking I need a fucking metal detector bad. I'll drop like $1,000 on one, get my money back in a week. Maybe in a day. Star Creek washed out, so you're going with Ryan today? Where's Star Creek at? Can't remember. Yeah, what's up, zombie boss? Yeah, it would be cool. Especially because gold's $5,000 an ounce right now. Like, fuck. I got a little bit of gold in a vial. But it ain't no serious amount. I say that, it might be worth a couple $100 though. Fuck. Oh, I got a golden animal cracker. That's actually what I'm out here trying to get. Try to improve my fish ponds. So, I've been trying to fill my fish ponds with the legends. It's like this fucking legendary largemouth bass. And then I found out there's a fish in the game that's worth double. Like its roe are worth double that. So now I have to replace every frickin' fish in the ponds. It's where the yak meets the kootenai on the south side. Okay, yeah. My dad was always really, really interested in that. That and I think is there Ruby Creek down the road. My dad was always thinking there was some gold or something around there. Also, if the river's super low and you guys can get all the way down to Boulder Creek, I would go there. That's, you know, well, in the old days, Leona was actually right there at the headwaters of where Boulder washed into the Kootenai, and there was a major flood that wiped out the town, so you could, there's no telling what you could find down there, honestly. There's gold there, and it washed out good. Hell yeah. Yeah, I know my uncle Ron, he found a fucking quarter-ounce gold nugget right there at the campground for Boulder Creek. Like way upstream though, you know. Not at the Kootenai, but yeah, you do. You need a metal detector. You need a fucking gold detector. Big time. Need like a Fisher gold bug, or there's like this company called Mine Lab that makes really good metal detectors. I think they made the first metal detectors. Like metal detectors, I believe, were invented for finding mines. And so I'm not 100% on this, but I think Mine Labs was the company that originally made the first ones, and then they've just kept doing it or something. Yeah. Like a Fisher, I think it's called a Fisher Gold Bug 2 or something like that, is like the cheapest. And they're like $500 or $600, I think, but that's like the cheapest fucking metal detector you can get that's gonna have the actual gold discriminant or whatever, you know. They're like, you need something that's an actual gold detector, basically, because it'll be able to like set itself to only detect gold, which is amazing. Is there just not private property everywhere? No, most of Montana is considered federal land, but it's it's pretty much open to the public. Like a lot, you can go and, well, I'm not sure how it works or if it's changed, but you can pretty much go and claim, sections of creek or just land, as long as it's not private property. You can go out there and just set up a gold claim. People do it, dude. People will go out and set up a gold claim, and then they'll work the claim and find how much gold it can produce, and then they'll advertise it online as like a fucking, a working gold claim that produces so much gold, and they sell it. That's a lot of what people do. They'll go around setting up all these little claims, and then they turn around and sell them online for a profit, because it's, better money that way than actually working it. But some tourist, or some crazy son of a bitch from wherever is going to see it online and be like, oh yeah, I want a gold claim in Montana, and then they're going to buy it, and then they might come up here and find some gold every once in a while and think it's the bee's knees, Yeah, I know. I lived in Texas for a bit, and it's the exact opposite down there. It's like 96% private land. And if you want to go hunting, you either have to own a section of land that you can hunt on, or you have to pay somebody to go onto their property and hunt. And it's called leasing a hunting spot. Or people will say, I'm going to my hunting lease. I'm going to go out to the lease. And the lease is a box out in the middle of some dude's fucking property. They literally will pull up, get into a wooden shack the size of like an outhouse, and then they sit there with one little window looking down a lane that it's not even a full-on road. It's like a fucking 6-foot wide just opening in the trees that goes for like 200 feet. They've got down there about 100 feet from their little box, they've got a whole pile of fucking corn and then strawberry jello mix that they've put all over it. And that's, hopefully going to attract a deer. And then they just sit in their little box. And then a deer comes out and it starts eating the corn, and they go, oh, I don't know, that one there ain't big enough, I reckon. And then they wait, and then they just sit in their fucking box, and then they wait, and then they just sit in their fucking box, and then they wait. And it's terrible, dude. Meanwhile, I'm up here in Montana, I'm like, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go and get fucking lost today? Like, I can leave. That's the stupidest shit. That's like going to a zoo and popping an animal to me. That can't be considered hunting at all, honestly. It's sitting in a shack like a jackass fucking doing nothing. Like, here in Montana, we will leave. I'll leave and come out here up this fucking road. I'll drive up this road right here, and then as I'm coming up this road, I can either go up here, I can go up here, I can go up here, I can go up here, and then off any one of those roads, I'm going to end up out here on one of these fucking logging roads. And even though this looks like a full-on road, it doesn't go, you know, there'll be a gate somewhere, right? So I'll come out here, I'll drive way up here into the middle of fucking nowhere, and then I'll find that the road's been blocked right here. Like, here's a gate. I think I can see it. See, there's a gate right there. So I'd park my truck right there, and then I'll walk in. You know, I'll show up here at like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, hike in, up this shit, hike up here, hike all the way up here to the top of this fucking ridge, and then I'd sit right here, and I would wait for it to get daylight, and I'd be sitting there with a little tiny pair of fucking antlers in my hands so that I could sit there and rattle them together and make it seem like there was 2 little bucks trying to fight for this territory, and then some big-ass buck that actually runs this territory is going to come running up to try to fucking kill me, and I'm going to shoot it. And that's, to me, normal hunting. Or you got people that do that, but with a bow and arrow. You know, they'll go out and they'll sit up on the top of a mountain like this, and they'll have their little elk bugle, and they'll sit there and pretend to be a bull elk, and they're trying to get a rival bull elk to come in and kill them, basically, or try to, and then they kill it. That's hunting. And you know what's crazy is people down in the South, like I remember talking to somebody down there, and they were like under the impression that because all the land up here was federal, that we couldn't hunt it. They thought like we just had no access to any of the land, and that the only way anybody had access to the land was by owning it. And they thought that this whole fucking leasing a hunting spot and all that was like the only way you could do it. And I'm like, dude, when I was a kid in the town I grew up in, I could fucking put like 222 shells in my pocket, take my 22 rifle, walk right out my house, go up the street, like up the middle of the fucking street in my town, walk right up the hillside. All of a sudden I'm out of town. And now I'm just shooting birds, I'm shooting squirrels, and as long as I'm not shooting back towards town, I shoot every single one of those fucking 22 shells out of my pocket, and then go home and no one would ever say a fucking word. Because that's just the way we were. That's the way things are here. We ain't got to go sit in some box. That blew my fucking mind. That sucks so bad. That's the worst. It's like you're taking all the ability and fun of a hunt and just getting rid of it. Because, I mean, you're sitting there shooting at a fucking pile of fucking corn that you've got set out at a known distance. So, I don't know. It's just, there's so much lack of skill required to do that. Yeah, and the leases are fucking expensive, dude. Like, I seen one where it was like, this guy was paying like $2,000 a year. And it was just shit. I mean, it's literally like exactly what I described. Just this half of a road kind of lane thing with fucking like nowhere else to go. Gid said I would hunt a zoo. That would be funny. Got a go. Oh, okay. Sorry, man. I probably missed him leaving, but hopefully he finds some gold. That would be sick. Good morning, Lewis. Yeah, we're talking about hunting in Montana versus hunting in the South. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, and if that's what you got to do, then you're doing it, you know. But man, it just again makes me feel like I was so lucky to have been born in Montana, because I had a totally different experience. So I'm trying to farm these golden animal crackers. Give this to a farm animal to permanently double its produce yield. This doesn't work on pigs, but it works in fish ponds, which makes it to where your fish ponds produce or have a chance to produce double the roe. And I thought I had it all figured out. I had all these fish ponds built, and I got them all full of legend fish, which is it's what I thought was the most valuable roe in the game. But as it turns out, there was another one. And there might even be other ones beyond the one that I've figured out now. Or Callie actually figured it out. But yeah, there's another fish called the turret fish. It's supposed to be twice as hard to catch as the shark, which I don't know if you guys have seen me catch a shark, but that's fucked. It's really hard. So yeah, but either way, there's this fucking little village out in the middle of some woods where you can just buy like one of every legendary fish every single day. And so now I'm slowly trying to convert all my fish ponds over to be this turret fish. And I don't have the actual mission yet to go and catch it. But once I do get that, I'll try to catch it. Yeah, I was watching a lot of the protests and shit yesterday, and I seen this guy named Tommy in Portland get jumped by like 3 or 4 dudes. Well, you didn't see much because his fucking camera kind of went black like right away, but he came back with a lot of bruises. Then that night, or last night, I was watching, you know, it's the same area basically, and there was this fucking old, like this old ass, I don't even know, he's like 70 or 80 years old, veteran out there, and he's got his little like mobility scooter, and the Antifa dude started fucking with him, and I think he was trying to leave. Like, he seriously went hauling ass down the street, and it looked like he went like flying down the street to get out of there, and then I don't know like if he had turned around and come back down the same street and then into this group of people, or if if it was the camera angle and he had just continued down the road, you know, in a straight line. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, there was this fucking dude. His name's Spider Mike, I guess. He's this fucking Antifa guy that is like 300, maybe 400 pounds. And he fucking runs up and like just cross-checks this old man driving this mobility scooter, and like flips it over and like puts the guy on his back, like on the fucking road. Looked like he hit his head on the road and shit. He just like straight out, like just fucking laid out cold. Like, we're talking a 50-year age difference, probably. Yeah. It's frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah, I'm not sure how he was doing. I think they had hauled him off in an ambulance. And then there was people that were filming, but they were Antifa, and so they were refusing to give any footage to the cops. But because it had been restreamed by all these other fucking people, the footage still ended up getting to the cops. But then they wouldn't arrest Spider Mike, so who fucking knows? Yep. Yeah, they can do whatever they want. Doesn't matter. Yep. You need to fucking... When the cop shows up to arrest you, you need to tell him that you're a Democrat. And I'm pretty sure that's the get out of jail free card. Heard about it our whole lives. We didn't know what it exactly was. Now I see it. Like, the worst shooting in the history of the United States of America was done by a registered Democrat. And to this day, they don't know why he did it, or you know, it's all a mystery. Did I put everything in the birch farm? What the hell? What the hell? Are you high? I had apparently put a bunch of shit in my birch farm instead of my sale bin. It happens. Sometimes I think the mod is kind of screwing up, though, too. It could be that I'm putting this shit in the right spot, but then somehow it ends up in the wrong spot. Or maybe I'm really just fucking it up. Could be that. Fridge. Saving all the milk. Pretty good money. Monster fruit jelly. Aged turret fish roe, 14,000 a piece. I got 21 of them. You don't think those words could leave your lips? Yeah, they would know you were lying. They'd take one look at you and be like, "Sir, are you really?" And you'd just be like, "No." God. One animal cracker. Hurry up, Robin. Building on the last pond. Look at this shit. Yeah, we need to switch them all to turret fish because they're super valuable. I got these gem fish. I don't think I really need to keep them. They're not producing anything too crazy. I might keep these void eels because they're supposed to produce a spiral stone sometimes, which is like a really rare item that I don't know how else you can get. But the rest of these are going to get switched out. "32 fish ponds." I should be making like $1 million a day. So they're all running good. Yeah, dude, it's 200 stone for each one. $6,400, I think. A lot of stone. We should go to the islands and see if there's any money trees. Oh yeah, yesterday I bought the clock. It cost $10 million for this golden clock, but it makes it to where your farm doesn't degrade anymore, I think. So like debris and stuff won't like wreck your paths and whatnot. And I think your fences and shit also stop degrading. Maybe that's all it does. I can't remember. It's definitely the fences. Yeah, did I buy another turret fish? 10 million. Yeah, I bought it yesterday and I'm already at 5.7-ish. Gotta remember to buy a turret fish every day. It sucks because I gave a lot of these legend fish golden animal crackers, so they're all just wasted. Oh. End up smoking them and selling them. Maybe I'll eat them. No, I'll sell them. No, they're a rare drop. That's why I'm having to fucking go fight in like the Crimson Badlands or whatever this is, or the Highlands. And I'm gonna eat Lucky Lunch, which buffs my luck by like +3. And I'm wearing 2 different rings that give me +1 luck. Hopefully we'll get lucky. Seen a big red slime out here. The slimes can't hurt me, but they will try. Find some weird shit out here. I found a decorative bowl and a house plant. Woke up too early on a non-work day. Just means afternoon siesta. Fuck yeah. Gotta use it. I'll be right back. Yeah. It's Diamond Cave. Only if you want 3 wishes. Better be careful what you fucking wish for, though. And don't wish for unlimited wishes. It doesn't work. You just waste a wish. You have to give it to Marlin for the quest. Watch, he's gonna immediately rub that lamp and then get like $1 million and just all this shit. He'll be like, I can't believe you didn't rub that yourself. That's creepy. It's like an elf on a shelf. Give me some animal crackers, damn it. Eat them. Need that crack. Oh, there's Slime-ageddon in here. It'd be funny if I took my slime charmer ring off. I wonder how fast I'd die. So much shit. Seeds. You remember the animal crackers that came in the little boxes? Yeah, and they looked like they were almost like the little train car thing that the animals would ride in for the circus, I think. There's unlimited slimes in here? Somebody's gonna give me some animal crackers. Slimes. $624,000. We're making money. I think I'm going to be going back to bed. 6.3 million. Actually, I've made a total of 28.2. Yeah. Need to do something. I saw a documentary about a guy in like Vermont that he builds this fish weir every year, and then he gets all these, I think they're like eels or something, and then he smokes them, and he makes a shit ton of money because he's like one of the only people doing it. Basically, at the start of the season, he has to build this giant V in the river out of rocks, and it makes it to where the fish can't swim upstream except for right at the tip of the V. He makes this little opening, and then he puts like a big wooden trough in there, and it makes it to where all the fish in the river have to swim through that trough, and then he's able to pretty much catch all the eels as they're, it's like during a certain migration or something, you know. And yeah, he gets a shitload of them. A koi fish pond would be dope to have. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Koi fish are worth a lot. Well, if they get huge, they can be worth a lot. Yeah, that was kind of tragic. Callie's mom had a really awesome koi pond with a bunch of really cool fish in there. Some really big ones. But they ended up moving. And then, yeah, the house changed ownership, and the new owners did not want a koi pond anymore. Damn shame. But it is the way she goes. Fucking way she goes. some money tonight. Yeah. You had your own place so you could do shit like that. Yeah, it's tough, dude. There's not a lot of good places that are just available anymore. Unless you got some crazy amount of money. So we just need more animal crackers. Put some stuff away so I don't lose anything out there in the battlefield. Shark Tank like a Bond villain. I could see that. Just want sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads. Wait, there was a merchant. Let's see what we can buy. +8 defense. Boots. Ones I'm wearing are +5 defense and +8 immunity. Bonefish. What the hell? Never seen that before. Hero elixirs. +20 attack for 4 hours, 40 minutes. Let's do that. Let's get those. That fish sucks. It only produces bone. Yeah, but you can use that to make fertilizers and shit. Let's go fast. Let's hit hard. Let's get really lucky. Let's kill everything that moves. This is, I think this is called the Crimson Badlands. It's a mod, or it's part of a mod. It's hell. There's good items out here, though. Trying to get golden animal crackers. They have a pretty good drop chance from these little scorpions. I haven't got any yet, though. Not today. For this in-game day. Oh, you just got to Ginger Island? That's pretty cool. Yeah, the golden coconuts are a pain in the butt. Yeah, we'd played on console for a couple of years, just off and on. And, Hex and Hopes there, that's my wife. She had been playing quite a bit on PC and started just getting into the mods. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Shit, I don't want two of you. There's a boss. Ouch. Stay away from me. No. Big guy over here. Scary as hell. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my God. Leave me alone. What the hell? I drank the elixir and he wrecked me. He still ate me. Better not have lost anything good. I'm gonna cry. Hopefully it's just shit. I have a bunch of shit on me. Take all this shitty shit. Please. Nothing? Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe it took nothing. That piece of shit thinks he's tough. I struggled to get into the game, you know, at first. I was like, yeah, I don't know. Just didn't quite, I don't know, it didn't quite hit at first. But there was something about it I liked, you know, and so I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to play it again. And then the second time I played, I was like, oh my God, yeah, now I get it. It just seems so tedious at first, I think. But once you kind of have an understanding of what you're wanting to do at the start, it's really good. And then obviously you're still going to make mistakes, and you're probably going to want to restart again just to, you know, have a better start. That's kind of the fun of it, though, too. I think, like, the first year, trying to get the community center done all in the first year, it's really fun. Like, that in itself is a good little challenge when you're new to the game. Or maybe for the first couple of years, I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ, he's right there. No! Keep me alive, fairy. Oh, Jesus Christ, she ain't doing it. I'm sorry, Lord. Do not smite me. No. Stay back. Stay back. 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 I've seen 3 of these things out here in this desert at the same time. Oh God, there's a second little one right there. That could be bad. That could be bad. Actually, I need that. Need to eat that. Void salmon sushi. That gives me like a shitload of things. I'm gonna drink this potion. Heal me, fairy. Got you, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, I will get on a game and just hit it hard. I think I'm just over 300 hours. On this game. DayZ, I was just over 3,000. Well, it was like last August I got back into DayZ. I was at 1,750 hours. And then I went up to like 3,129 or something before we stopped playing that. I don't know, and I got people wanting me to play that a lot. So I'm probably going to have to go back to DayZ. That's right, Lewis. I left a wake of destruction behind me. Red shard. Save that. All right, Tates. Have a good one. Yeah, a bunch of bombs. Hell yeah. I'm starting to feel tired already. That's not good. Oh. Forgot I had other rings in here too. Actually, I'm starting to get some weird stomach cramps too. I had some tea earlier. I think it's agreeing with me very well. Feel like shit. I'm making you yawn? Yeah, well, I'm gonna make you go back to bed. That's what I'm gonna do. Just curl up in my beard. We're going back to sleep. Me and Charlie, my little dog. God, he was pissing me off this morning. I woke up at like 5:30 to my little dog having like the weirdest sneezing fit. Like he inhaled something up his fucking nose. Bastard. But yeah, I'm gonna go, you guys. Sorry for the short stream, but I thought I could do it. I obviously can't. I might come back later. I don't know. I'm thinking about maybe cooking some chili. I might stream some IRL this afternoon. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Get some rest.